2, 3.
Oh.
Boom! Hi everyone, welcome back to Brats in the Back Row. I'm Melina.
I'm Allie.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Emily.
And we are the Brats in the Back Row of the theater, and this week we are talking about the 2012 movie musical Les Mis!
I don't have a flag.
Do you hear the people sing, motherfucker?
Oh, by the way, I will be putting up a counter here of the amount of times we sing in this episode.
People sing.
That's
Yep, exactly.
who.
Exactly, motherfucker. This is a movie musical that is adapted from the Broadway musical that is adapted from the, what was it, 1862 book?
Yeah, hold on.
By Victor Hugo.
I have the book too, but I don't know when. I dropped it on my foot one time.
I also have the book. Why is yours so small? Oh, never mind.
It's just like a mass paperback version. I got it.
Mine's at the...
I got it at a library book sale. Thank you to my library, my local.
Shout out to the library.
Support your local library.
Library card, you guys.
This is mine.
Wow.
It's an old Borders copy before Borders got closed down. Oh no, it's not Borders. It's Barnes and Noble, but it's an ancient Barnes and Noble copy. This is the copy I read when I was 17.
You read this at 17?
Yes,
I think that's the right age to read it. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. Well, the reason I read it at 17 was because when I was 17, my high school did Les Mis for our spring musical.
Wow.
That's
ambitious.
So did they have to change it in any way?
No.
Okay, good.
Is it like
Well,
it's not like when they do like Rent and they're like, people got the chicken pox instead of AIDS.
No.
They get
Well, you
diabetes.
would think that my Catholic all-girls school would change most of it, given the content of it, but no, we kept it exactly the same.
You know what? Right on. Honestly.
I love that. I love that.
It's
Wait,
really
so
beautiful.
were the dudes played by like the brother school people?
Well,
or was it all
no,
girls?
okay. So we don't have a brother school. So all of the roles except for Marius were played by the girls at our high school.
Oh,
I love that. That's amazing.
that's the way I want to see Les Mis. All women.
It was
All
great
women except
because
Marius.
every year we always source a teenage boy from one of the surrounding high schools.
We find
That was
one.
gonna be my question.
We find one to
Because
play
when
the
we
love
source
interest because we
Marius.
can't have lesbianism on stage.
Yeah,
right?
God forbid.
Right.
Yeah, God forbid there's any lesbianism on stage.
Right.
But so we have to find a boy. The fun thing about this boy, I was friends with him. He was very gay, so it was really awesome.
So in the end, kind of didn't matter.
Yeah, so we did Les Mis. I was in Les Mis. It was great.
Who did you
That's
play?
why- I can't sing, so I played an ensemble character.
Right on.
Oh, that's
You were Gavroche, actually.
I was the bro.
They
I
lifted
was
you
the-
up, and then you waved the flag.
Yeah.
And then you died.
No.
Oh.
I was a poor person, and then I was also one of the revolutionary students that got killed on stage.
All right. That's cool.
It was
That's
awesome,
fun.
guys.
That's cool.
Yeah. And then I
How does it
read the
feel
book
to be
immediately after.
Fight with you.
There, it was great. I think I have a filmed copy of production
Guys,
somewhere.
we're putting it in here.
50,000 likes.
3 hours.
We released the
The
tapes.
entire 3-hour slime tutorial of this fucking musical.
Exactly. Anyways, yeah, and that's why I read the book, because I had a hyperfixation. So anyways,
Well,
Very
yes.
You were method acting, not method acting. Immersing yourself.
and I
Yeah,
read
that's
it in a
not-
month.
Wow.
You read it some. Damn.
I read it in a month.
Actually, that's how long it
Anyways,
took me to read Brothers Karamazov, so that's fair.
Yeah, it's fine. Doesn't matter. Anyways, we watched Les Mis, the 2012 movie, which
Ooh,
is
you
based on the
hear
musical.
the people sing.
Exactly. Based on the musical, based on the book. Book is good, musical's good. The movie, not so much.
Bad, actually,
It's
bad.
alright.
But
It's
before we
fine.
actually talk about the movie, how is everyone doing tonight?
Oh, it's hot.
Sorry.
It's that's a lie.
It's starting to get hot. You're gonna start hearing our fans in the background.
You've always heard
Window
my fans.
open.
White noise.
You
Guys, is our 1-year anniversary of Bratz coming up?
in August.
In
I
August?
don't know. I don't pay
I don't
attention.
know.
Us? Like us brats? Or like
Brats.
Us Bratz. Well, also,
the dog?
also Brat the album. What?
Of the pod. Of
Of us.
Are we counting?
Oh.
Yeah, of the pod.
There's a cat
Of
in
the
the
pod.
Are we doing it based on when the first episode came out or when we announced the pod?
I don't. When did we
I guess
announce
the
it?
first episode, no?
I would say the first episode.
First episode?
Yeah, that makes
Yeah. I don't know when that came out. I don't really pay attention.
Alright.
you
Yeah.
Live in
released
Sorry,
the
guys.
post.
Sorry,
You be
guys.
posting. Alright.
Well, I've gotten behind on posting them, so I'm so sorry.
It's alright.
Sorry.
9 months ago. When did we release this one?
Oh my god,
Oh,
we have a
are we-
child.
It's a
Oh,
baby.
we birthed a baby.
Dude, we've gone full term.
August 15th.
Oh, okay.
That's
You know
my
what?
sister's birthday.
We're gonna have a party.
We have something
Where?
to marry.
Where?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll
Guys,
come down and we'll
we-
do a live episode.
Okay.
Oh, that can be fun.
A live stream. Oh, that is a live
What is
episode.
it?
I'm stupid.
Oh,
Yeah.
August 15th
I wanna
is
do
married.
Bratz mic'd up.
We actually
That's
delete the channel. No more. Like,
no more. That's it.
yeah.
That was fun.
Do you hear? Yeah, it's hot in California. It's a heat wave. And that's all you're gonna hear.
Yes.
Other than that, I got nothing.
Nothing.
Movie nights this week. Thursday, movie night! Allie can't be there. It's okay.
I'm actually
Oh.
I was looking forward to it. I think these movie nights are fantastic. I'm so sad I can't be there. It's because it's my dad's day off and he really wants to make a tri-tip for everybody.
Fair
He
enough.
was
That
gonna make
sounds
it on-
good.
Yeah, he was gonna make it on Saturday, and then we went to Jonathan's grad party. Friend of the pod, Jonathan, has graduated.
I was about to sing. Do you hear the people sing? What's the commencement song? Dum bum 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 bum.
Circumstance.
Pop in circumstance.
We went to his party, but because I went to the party, he postponed the tri-tip grilling. So I'm like, I can't make him
So
move it again. you know?
Blame Jonathan is what I'm hearing.
Blame Jonathan.
Yeah.
No!
Oh yeah.
Well, yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm hearing. All right. This week we're watching Singing in the Rain. This month, I mean.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh, Sarah's boyfriend is gonna be there.
Sarah's gonna leave him, like dropping
Yeah.
off at daycare.
Sarah's gonna drop him off for his play date.
I said,
His new
I'll,
friend group.
what?
With his new friend group.
Yeah, his better one apparently.
His adopted
Yeah.
friend, yeah.
I'll set up a little playpen for him so he doesn't, get hurt.
Get some action figures out there for him.
Well, I'll get like the
Some
baby
baby
gate
blocks.
that has like the blocks that spin.
Oh yeah.
He'd like that. He would really love that. You know what he told me? He's like, I don't like museums because I can't touch anything. Like, it's not interactive.
He needs to go to a children's museum.
He has to go to his...
Les Mis.
Okay. Blame it. A couple of things. I don't have too many facts for you guys, just because I figure you guys might have a lot to say. I'm gonna keep my part short and sweet. And I'll do my best. Okay. So, the musical was originally made in French, obviously.
Les Miserables.
It's a book in
Les
French,
Miserables.
right? The music was done by a dude named Claude Michel Schoenberg. And the lyrics were done by a guy named this is French.
Oh.
Alain Boublil. Fuck me, man. I don't know. But Alan, I'm just gonna anglicize his name. Alan had the idea to adapt the novel into a musical while he was watching a performance of Oliver in London. I don't know what Oliver is about, but he saw a child on stage and he was like, "That's Gavroche," and then he started. And then he started envisioning all of the characters. Huh?
Oliver Twist?
Yeah, I would think so.
That's what I think.
It's the
That sounds
Oliver musical with the exclamation point. It's like
It's Oliver Twist.
Oliver! I think it's Oliver Twist.
I don't know what the
Oliver
fuck this
Twist.
was about.
Please,
But he saw a
sir.
child on stage and he was like, "That's Gavroche." Okay.
That's all I
Me
know.
when I was
Oliver
a child.
Twist.
That walked so Billy Elliot could run.
Yes.
I can't
Okay.
really explain it. I haven't got the
I
words.
I can't do this.
Stop!
So-
Stop! I'm freaking out!
Ahem. So the musical, French musical, it originally premiered in Paris in 1980. The concept album is in French, obviously, and it's also a disco album. So
What? What do you mean by that? They were playing this
Like-
shit at Studio 54? They were...
yeah, so picture Studio 54, picture the 70s.
I'm envisioning right now. Pinterest board
Okay.
going up.
Yes, okay. And then put the disco Studio 54 music against the backdrop of the 1818 revolution in France. And that's what this is.
I
like that. I can get behind that.
Sarah
The
literally
concept-
Yeah, we should have done that.
Sarah literally
The
said
concept
yesterday
album-
that she should have been in the
You should have
disco
been born
era. So here we
I
go.
love disco, you guys. Like,
If you're curious about the concept album, you can listen to it online, or at least parts of it. It's crazy, guys. It's awesome.
Did you listen to it?
I've listened to bits of it. It's awesome. It's disco and it's in French.
I-
Both of
That's
these
what I'm doing
things
after.
should not
Exactly.
be combined. Or combined.
That's beautiful.
Anyways, so yeah. Do I know if the concept album was what premiered in Paris? No, I
No.
don't. I have no clue.
I hope-
But I do know that a disco Les Mis exists and it's out there.
you just made
Okay.
my day right now.
Disco.
I'm so glad I
That's
could.
like two of Sarah's like niche interests coming together.
Exactly.
On my own.
Disco.
Do, 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 do.
Beside me. I love it.
I figured if nothing else, you guys would like that fact.
That's so
Even if the
crazy.
episode was a flop,
I
I
love
was like,
that.
they're gonna enjoy the fact that there's a disco album.
Oh
Okay,
my god, I got the yawns.
I love
happy honey. Okay,
Mm.
and then in 1983, producer Cameron McIntosh, his greatest hits include Cats,
Ah!
The Phantom of the Opera, Miss Saigon, Mary Poppins, and Hamilton.
Oh,
Yeah. So
I don't know. I
Cameron,
think he abused someone.
Probably.
what?
Okay, sorry. Continue.
She was.
No, it's okay. Okay, so Cameron, he was tasked with translating the musical into English. He didn't want to do this originally because he was like, why the fuck would I do this? I don't want to touch it. It's in French and it's disco. We can leave it alone. People were
I
like,
wish they did.
"No."
I wish they did. Honestly.
But people were like, no, you have to translate into English. Like, people are going to love it, whatever. So he ends up translating into English. The English version premieres in London in 1985 to negative reviews from critics. They hated it. They thought it was too
Whoa.
operatic. They thought it was boring and annoying and whatever, you know? And
Yeah.
it is.
And I gotta agree with some things.
I agree. It is. It's incredibly melodramatic. But it received overwhelmingly positive reviews from audiences. It was an immediate hit, right? Okay. So then it opened on Broadway. So that's in London, that's in the West End. It opened on Broadway on March 12th, 1987. Popular, big, spectacular, show-stopping, whatever. And then it ran until May 18th, 2003. As of half an hour ago when I was Googling this, it is currently the 6th longest running show on Broadway, after The Phantom of the Opera, Chicago, The Lion King, Wicked, and Cats. I think Les Mis had like 6,000 performances or something like that. I don't know. The show was nominated for 12 Tony Awards. It won 8 of them, including... too many, by the way. Hey guys, it's too many. It won Best Musical, Original Score, Best Book of a Musical, Best Featured Actor and Actress, Best Direction, Best Scenic Design, and Lighting. Woohoo! Congratulations, Les Mis, for your
lighting.
Congrats for lighting.
Congrats for lighting.
Lighting.
Okay, and now, on to the movie. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. So, inklings of a movie adaptation of the musical has been in the works since it premiered on Broadway.
Oh, wow.
In the 80s. People are like, oh my god, we're going to make a movie musical out of this. It's going to be great. Whatever, right? It took over 80s, about over 20 years to get the movie produced because different studios kept dropping the rights and then they kept buying them back and then dropping them and buying them back.
They're all, never mind.
everyone-
Now wait a minute. Never mind.
Yeah, because everyone wanted to do the movie, but then they were like, we can't actually do the movie, we don't want to do it. But what if we did?
Because it was too
you know?
long.
And,
It's too fucking long.
Too
and
long.
too, like, involved as well. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot
There's
going
a lot
on.
going on.
Parts. It's crazy. Anyways, it eventually got picked up. Obviously, they started filming for it. Whatever. The film stars. Who does it star? Hugh Jackman.
Russell
Anne Hathaway.
Crowe.
Oh, there's a fire truck. Oh, sorry guys.
Russell
Fire truck. Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe's
Bad.
here.
Bad.
Evil.
We'll get into it. Bad. Oh.
Who do we also
Uh,
have? We have Eddie Redmayne. We have Amanda Seyfried.
Amanda Seyfried. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Samantha Barks.
Samantha
Um,
Barks.
We
Miss
have
Anne Hathaway.
Helena Bonham Carter.
We have Aaron
yeah,
Tveit.
she's here.
We have
Aaron
Aaron
Tveit is
Tveit.
here.
Yeah. We have other people too. Those are the guys.
Sacha Baron Cohen.
Sacha Baron
And Sacha
Cohen.
Yeah, Sacha Baron Cohen is here.
Also insane. Like,
Also insane. We have a lot of A-list stars who have no business being in this
in a
movie.
musical. In a musical. At
Yes,
least.
but we'll get into that.
Yes.
Yes. Some of them are good.
At least, like, Hugh Jackman makes sense. Like, he's a musical guy. Like,
He's a
He's a
music
singer, yeah. He's the music man.
he's the music
He is
man.
a music man.
Like,
Yeah.
like, he makes sense, but, and, like, Anne Hathaway's also good. Russell Crowe is
Yeah.
bad.
Amanda Seyfried.
Evil.
Amanda Seyfried is in Mamma Mia.
Amanda Seyfried
She's
makes
a cute
sense.
thing.
She's good in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She doesn't get a big
Yes.
part, but that's okay. Like,
That's okay. She gets one of 3 female roles.
yeah.
That's all she
Yeah.
needs. Okay. Anyways, so they do the movie, whatever. People love it. Critics love it. Audiences love it. They're like, it's great. It's fantastic. Movie musicals are back. It was voted as like one of the top 10 films of 2012, and I don't really know what other films came out in 2012.
I'll look it
I
up.
feel like that
now.
makes
I'm
sense. I
sure
don't
there's
know.
some better ones.
Films
I
that
remember seeing
came
the
out.
trailer for it.
The fact we can't remember what other films came out in 2012 is why it was voted the best.
The Perks of
Yeah.
Being a Wallflower.
That's a good
Oh,
film.
people don't
Django
like that.
Unchained. Silver Linings
like it.
Playbook.
Oh my goodness.
Magic Mike.
That was a
I
hit.
don't know that one.
Magic Mike.
Magic Mike.
What other ones?
Number 1? There's like 6 now.
The first
Six.
one.
Yeah,
I think the
there's like
first
3.
one.
Yeah.
The Hunger Games.
Oh my god!
Oh.
So
Fabulous
Fruit,
movie.
no.
The Dark Knight Rises.
Ugh,
Oh.
Zero
Wait,
Dark
this is
30.
actually
It was a good
a
list.
good year for movies.
Pitch
this is a
Perfect.
good list. Pitch Perfect!
The original Avengers movie.
Oh,
That came out in
my God.
2012?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
The Hobbit, An Unexpected Journey.
Okay, I don't
saw
like
that in
Hobbit
theaters.
movies.
Twilight Saga, Breaking Dawn, Part 2.
Oh yeah, that rocks.
21 Jump Street. Ted.
Oh,
The OG
classic.
one?
Perks of Being a Wallflower. I'm gonna keep saying stuff.
Okay.
Spring Breakers. Real.
That's actually a good year.
Moonrise Kingdom.
Yes.
You know what's
So,
crazy?
yeah.
I
Hotel
literally was thinking that
Transylvania.
right now.
What?
Yeah. So why was it
I was
voted
like Moonrise Kingdom, and I was... No, that came out in 2013. But no, it came out in 2012.
Yeah.
I don't know how I knew that.
Lincoln.
I don't know why that was in my memory.
Brave. Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh,
change your fate? Would
If you had the chance to change your fate, would you?
Is that your Scottish accent? Is
I have strengths in other areas.
the Lorax?
you had to change your fate? Would
if
ya?
you had the chance
do
to
it.
change your fights.
If you had to change a fight, would ya? Nope. Mine's not good either. I can't judge now.
You probably have the best one out of all of us.
It's because I am. Because a little girl came up to me. I was at Disneyland, not recently, but like a couple years back, and asked me if I was Merida. And I was like, "Aw, no,
Thank you.
get away."
You should be Meredith.
It made me. I was like, "Oh, I'm not Merida."
It's the hair.
It's the hair. Frances Ha. Anyone?
That's a
That's
good
just
one.
ha.
Those are the top 100. There we go. We can keep going now.
Okay. Yeah, lots of movies to pick from. They picked Les Mis as their top 10.
Couldn't tell you
Whatever.
why.
Hey man, I was 7. No. How old was I? We were 10.
No.
I was like, in 2012, we were 10.
Yeah.
I've been in 2012.
Yeah. Sorry. God. We were 10. I don't have a say in this. Anyways, movie comes out. It's great. It is nominated for 5 Academy Awards. It's nominated for Best Picture, Actor, Supporting Actress, Makeup and Hair, and Sound Mixing. It won Supporting Actress for Anne Hathaway, Makeup and Hairstyling, and Sound Mixing. Congratulations.
Who was the best actor? Who was it? Hugh Jackman?
Yeah.
It was Hugh Jackman. He did not win that, but he was nominated, so it's okay.
That was the year the artist won for a bunch of things. Which is...
Okay.
The artist is has a cool... It's a good idea, terrible execution. It sucks. The other movies that were nominated for Best Picture were The Descendants, Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close, The Help,
Oh.
Hugo, Midnight in Paris, Moneyball,
remember that.
The Tree of Life, and War Horse.
These are fucked up movies.
These were movies made... A lot of those movies were made by bad people.
Yeah. That's a fucked list. What
Or
the
just,
hell?
like, evil movies.
Yeah. Okay.
Adrian wrote. Oh, my ring light died.
Oh no.
I got scared.
Help!
Well, Allie's gone. Okay.
It's because it's so dark that it can't tell that I'm still here.
Best
Hold on.
screenplay went to Woody Allen. Oh, good lord, this year is bad.
What?
Evil movie, actually.
What movie?
Midnight in
Was it Rainy Day in New
Paris.
York? He directed that?
Yes.
Yeah.
But best
God.
original song from this year was Man or Muppet from the Muppets movie.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Am I a
Muppet? Am I a Muppet? With Sheldon.
If I'm a
From-
man,
Sheldon.
then I'm a
The
Muppet.
humanoid version of Walter, the Muppet, is Sheldon.
Oh.
It's
Yeah.
what's his real name? Fuck, I don't know.
Jim Parsons.
Jim Parsons, thank you.
Jim.
Jim Parsons.
What?
Oh, I
Oh,
thought you guys
Jim! Me and my pal Jim!
Guys,
Wait,
I mean
how?
to tell
Okay,
you guys.
continue.
Go.
No, I was just gonna say, like, biologically, how are they brothers?
We don't
We've
talk
had
about
this
it.
conversation
We
before.
did this already.
You just move past it. You just go, okay.
You just have to move past it.
It just
Okay.
is.
Live with
I'll
it.
just
Just live with
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. They're biologically related, and that's okay. I was gonna say, my brother is now obsessed with young Sheldon.
Oh no.
He's watching it.
Yes.
I love that.
He's like more than halfway through the entire show.
I've seen the first season, I think, and I was entertained.
Guys.
Yeah.
It's like guys, it's entertaining. It's actually not that bad.
Yeah, it's not really
I
that bad of a
can't.
show.
No, I'm not gonna watch it on principle.
It's not that bad. I watch it when I'm in the room with him. But yeah, right now, young Sheldon is in college.
Yeah. He goes to college. But I will say his character is like the worst. Everyone else is very interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's annoying.
He's annoying. Isn't he a child?
He's like a
also
terrible
be
child.
annoying.
I think they try to, like, portray his autism, but they do a very bad job at it.
That was
Well,
the
yes,
same with Big Bang Theory. It was bad.
It's bad.
It's very stereotypical.
Yeah. Okay. I don't have anything else written down about the movie. So now it's your guys' turn. What did you think of the movie?
Well, a lot of us have journeys with Les Miserables. Like prior experience. Mine is not as intense as Sarah's. I know. My shout out Myel. She and some of our friends in middle school were deeply obsessed with Les Miserables.
I love that you're saying it properly with the French accent.
Hell yeah, I am. Vive la France! Vive la France! They're deeply obsessed to the point where my friend Corrine, I have in my head. I remember this memory so intensely. She was like, okay. So for everyone, it was middle school. It was like 2015 middle school, height of Tumblr in a lot of ways.
Perfect.
So what I'm about to say is kind of a Tumblr story. She would tell me, or like a Tumblr quote. She would tell me, she's all, when you go when you go to like Starbucks or get coffee or something, you should say your name is 24601 and be like, my name is Sean. And then when they call it, be like, my name is Sean Belshaw.
You know what's funny? I was also friends with Corrine, and she told me that.
I know! But back to Les Mis. Corrine specifically, and Sarah specifically, had a Les Mis obsession. And I would watch it and I listened to it. I wasn't as obsessed. I was in the midst of a Dan and Phil thing. Still am. Like, I was watching their latest video right before this, truthfully. But, yeah. Les Mis.
Okay. I feel like we're gonna have to cut out most of what you guys.
Oh,
just said.
100%. Just because we said names, places. We said.
Yeah, you said full government names.
You have to say his name like that. There was no other way to say it like that. Because
Yeah.
Yeah, that was crazy.
It was crazy time.
It was a crazy time.
It was crazy.
Middle school drama, middle school theater was insane.
It was insane. Anyways, continue. What were we talking about? Sorry, that was a whole...
Ali, what's
You
your
had to be
relationship with Les Mis?
Oh, okay. So
My turn.
thank you. I was given the book because you all have the Les Mis book. I was given a copy of the book when I was young because I started reading and I was really into reading, but I was really hyperfixated. Now I know it's a hyperfixation on the Harry Potter books, and I would like eat them up. I know.
It's because you hate trans people. I know.
Trans people. Yeah. You're no longer an ally.
No.
Selectively.
Okay.
No. Peace and love to all. But in those times, hey man, it's like there's world building, there's witches, they go to boarding school. it's fun.
Listen, I'm sorry to everyone listening. All of us have read Harry and watched all the Harry Potter things.
I have the DVDs.
I have the DVDs. I have the books. It's bad.
I have, there's like a whole setup over here. My aunt's, actually, there's a picture of my aunt. I won't show you. So I was given the Les Mis book. I cannot remember if it was in Spanish.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And I remember asking my mom, Los Miserables. Los Miserables.
Los Miserables.
Same thing.
But I remember asking my mom if it was sad, and she was like, yeah, it's pretty sad. And so I did not end up reading it, and I don't know where the book disappeared. I think it got returned.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's so sad. Los Miserables.
But it was
Los
Miserables. And hey, they're so miserable.
Everyone's, well, you're going through war and poverty.
War, revolution.
Poverty. It's all bad.
Yeah. It's bad.
My second brush with Les Miserables, because we're like crossing boats, like we've never, I've seen them, I've heard of it.
You're like ships passing in the night.
That's the phrase. I went to go watch, my mom took me to go watch with the altar servers from my church. We got invited to go watch a Catholic movie.
Okay.
And this was in 2012, and so maybe 2011, because the ads were playing. So like the poster was up in the movie theater, and the ad showed and I was like, that movie looks sad and terrible. And the movie we were watching in the theater was sad and terrible.
Catholic movies that came out in 2012.
It must, yeah.
Were you watching what the hell? Mia Maxima Culpa, Silence in the House of God? Were you watching For Greater Glory, The True Story of Cristiada?
No.
Were you watching Band of Sisters?
No.
Oh, well, that's the three I have.
Was it real people?
In the movie?
Yeah.
Well, it was based on a true story. You know how Catholicism goes. But it was about a little boy who goes to live with, he's abandoned. He goes to live with monks. And then...
And his name was Jesus Christ.
Was he in Mexico?
Yes, he's from...
Was he the one that got his feet cut off?
Maybe? I don't know.
And he had to walk on salt?
No.
What?
No, I would have remembered that. It was like a boy... He has like a friend... And that friend dies, and so they blame the little boy, and then they storm the monks' like place. I have to ask my mom, but like that's where I remember seeing the Les Mis like ad and poster, and I was like, I don't want to watch that movie either. But yeah, I remember sat through the whole Catholic movie, and then the altar servers had like a discussion after about what they felt and what they thought about it, and I was just there because my mom. I had a family friend who was an altar server, and so like that's why we got invited to go if we wanted to go watch the movie and hang out with them. But yeah.
Were you ever an altar server yourself?
No. I didn't have time or money or energy. Yeah.
What is an altar server?
You needed money to be an
like
altar
servant.
Not money, but definitely time.
It's like the priest assistant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, priest assistant. It's usually like, well, apparently you can have the opinion that women shouldn't be altar servers, which I didn't
like
know
altar boys.
Conclave.
Yeah,
like
like
altar boys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's just gender neutral.
Neutral, yeah.
We
Altar
just made it
servers
gender
is
neutral.
Okay. They alter they them.
Yeah, alter they them.
Alter days.
Guys,
Alter days.
I rocked as an altar server. I'll say that.
Well, you were getting paid. You were getting
Yeah.
taken out of
For all of
school
them.
to serve.
Not for
No,
all
I know,
of them.
but
Girl, you're always
But
getting paid to
like-
serve.
Yeah. only for the funerals.
not
I
weddings. You
wish
didn't
so
do
bad.
weddings.
No, I didn't do weddings. It was only funerals.
Interesting.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
But
was
yeah,
so bad at
so-
altar serving.
My third brush with Les Miserables it was when I was really into musicals.
There's a lot of
It's like,
steps
God.
into this.
This is a really long journey.
my
Go
third,
off, queen.
my 26th brush.
I got really into musicals, but I was really into like Hamilton, Little Shop of Horrors.
yeah.
Well, yes.
So I did not listen. I did not listen
Counting of
to the
them.
Les Miserables soundtrack even when I was really into musicals because I was like, that's too long and boring and so I just like just looking at it aesthetically, I was like, this is too complicated. I don't want to get into this.
And
Aesthetically
I don't blame
too
you.
complicated.
Yeah. So, but now I've seen the movie. Now I know the context for all those songs we sing, guys.
you've just
so the
been-
brats.
You just, I thought you had like deep history with this. So
I thought she
all
had
the,
at least some knowledge of Les Mis.
whenever we
I
hear
knew that
do
with
they
us.
hear the people sing, I thought it was, you know, like all right, we're all in this
Well-
together.
Yeah.
Well, you know me. I'm always down for revolution. I'm anti-establishment.
You know me.
You know me.
Love a good song against the establishment and rallying people together. So I'm down with it. It's just the whole thing, everything as a whole, like the musical as a whole, is just too much. I can only take bits and pieces of it.
Well,
So
yes.
hey, on
It's
my
based
own,
off of
bop.
a
One day
1,000
more.
years.
Bop. Alone, pretending he's beside me. I walk with him till morning.
Eponine
What else
is
do you-
trans. We get trans Eponine moment
Yeah,
in this
we get
movie.
Cross-dressers.
Yeah.
dressing.
Guys,
Who
by
said
the way,
cross-dresser? I don't know. That's
by the way,
crazy.
It
guys,
changed my
happy
life.
Pride
Is
Month.
that not okay?
It's okay.
Sorry.
It was just crazy. I was like, whoa. It's just funny.
Sorry.
It's just,
I'm
you
like-
know, shows your real side.
Happy Pride Month, everybody.
Happy
Month.
Pride.
the,
This will come
um,
out in Pride.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's still
I
May.
have a question about
Yeah.
this.
About Pride Month?
When? Yeah, sure. It involves Pride Month. When does this episode supposed to come out?
Okay, fun fact. When I picked Les Mis, it was before the Last Temptation of Christ episode fucked up our entire release schedule. So originally this was supposed to come out on June 5th, which is the day that all of the gay revolutionaries die. It's a big celebrated thing on Tumblr. It's awesome. That's when this episode was originally come out. It's now going to be coming out a week later, still in June, on the 12th.
I think
don't know.
that's the
That's-
12.
Crazy, because on June 24th is actually 24601 day.
Oh!
So
So there we go.
So
And then you can go to your
It's like
coffee
this
shop
episode.
and
yeah,
say,
Exactly.
24601.
so
Shopping.
actually, let's get into it about the gay revolutionaries. That
Yes,
was
okay. Let's jump right in to
about little
Grant
gay
Hair
Aaron
and
Tibet.
Angela's?
Like,
Yeah.
little Aaron Tveit. Yep. Is it
Tibet or Tibet?
Tveit?
I thought it was Tibet. I've just been reading it, so
Okay.
I've never heard
I've
him
always
say it.
said Tveit, but I
Yeah.
don't know. Sorry, Aaron.
He's
Aaron.
so beautiful
Sorry,
in
Aaron.
this film.
and
No,
he's
beautiful.
got the hair.
That mop of hair,
It's the hair. And listen,
angelic.
yeah, I don't like a blonde man. I inherently distrust blonde
the
men.
blonde. Well, yes.
Well, yeah,
I'm with
but
you.
that's a
Yeah,
good one.
he's a nice blonde man. One
Well,
of the
he's
few,
also a
I-
revolutionary. He wants change.
And he's
Yeah.
gay.
And
so
he's
it's okay.
gay. Who is
Well-
his gay lover? I can't remember.
Grantaire.
His
It's the
name
alcoholic.
is Grantaire.
It's the alcoholic. Yeah.
You are like
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Their ship is the #1 ship in the Les Mis fandom.
Well,
on AO3.
obviously.
Oh yes.
Well, yes.
The second most popular is okay. So Entourage, I have AO3 up by the way for the
lovely.
facts. Entourage and Grantaire, they have, what is this number? I can't read big numbers. 13,155 fics. Right? Awesome.
What's
The
their
second
ship
most-
name?
Huh?
What's their ship name?
A big French word.
Bro,
Yeah.
they're mixing two French names together. I can't say it.
Gay
I can
shit
barely
in Les
Entourage
Mis.
or something like that. I don't know. The second most popular ship on AO3 is between Jean Valjean and Javert.
Yes. Well, yes.
Well,
it.
I guess. Sure. You know, why not?
And they have a measly 2,552 fics.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's on.
It's lawful evil, and I think it's neutral good.
Yeah.
That's not gonna.
Oh.
Opposites attract.
What is?
Opposites attract.
Who is? It's Angela and Combeferre. Is that the other guy?
No, and Grantaire.
Grantaire. I don't know these French names. Grantaire. Oh, it's
Sorry, French
Angleterre.
people.
Angleterre.
Yeah. Well, I knew that. I couldn't say it because it's two stupid ass French names shoved together.
There's
to make
I'm
a-
on the shipping wiki. I'm on the fandom wiki for Les Mis, and there's like a family. There's like a friend dynamic that's called the Les Amis.
Okay, yes. It's a whole thing. There's like chapters in the book about the Les Amis. It's French for the friends. Hey,
Wow.
we're real creative here. Yeah. But that's literally what their friend group is called. Do I remember if they call themselves that? I don't know. But that's what their friend group is canonically called in the book.
Les Amis.
Les Amis.
Les Amis.
We're gonna
So-
change the brat name to Les Amis.
No.
Les
thank you.
Brats. So
Brats.
like I knew of it, of the main Angleterre ship. Like I knew that there was a gay ship in this movie, and I knew
yeah.
it was Aaron Tveit, but I was never in it. I've never read the book.
No.
I have it. I've never read this. So
It's kind of in the musical.
And it's kind of in the
very
musical.
into that.
it's kinda. I can know where people may get it from, but I know it's more in the book.
Yeah.
Mhm.
A lot of the gay in the musical is purely like from the actors' choices. Because
Okay.
surprise, people were homophobic in the 80s. I
Well,
don't know if
yes.
you guys
The
knew that.
1880s.
Well, in the 1880s as well. But yeah, it's very queer in the books because Angela is described as being very beautiful like a girl.
Oh. And he is. Aaron Tveit is beautiful like a woman.
He is beautiful like a girl, and he's compared to a lot of historic gay lovers, but like the twink lover, and not
like the
The bottom.
muse. Oh.
yeah
Like the bottom.
in the bottom,
Oh
you know.
my god.
Uh-huh. And I'm Sarah, if you want to chime in, you can chime in whenever you want.
Is
I'm
he an
speaking-
Omega?
Huh?
I'm not getting
He's
into
an
that.
Omega?
I can't deal with that right now. Who's the alpha and the omega?
But yes, he is.
Oh,
Anyways, continue.
But yeah, I don't know. What do you want me to say? Do you want me to analyze how gay they are? I could, but I don't know if anyone wants to hear about that in this episode.
Well, I thought in the book, because I never read the book, I just looked it up on Wikipedia like a loser.
Yes.
But I thought that Grantaire had a thing for, I can't say his name,
Angel?
Draw?
and I'm Mexican. I pronounce enchilada.
That's okay. Well, okay.
Well,
The thing thing about their dynamic is that they're foils of each other. So Anjura is the revolutionary leader, right?
Yes.
Big on
Uh-huh.
revolution, right? Big on
Yes.
change. Grantaire is a drunkard who doesn't believe in anything, but the only thing that he believes in is Anjura. So
Oh,
that's
Word,
I love
word, yes.
yeah. So that's them.
Uh-huh.
That's them.
It's really beautiful.
I
Cause like,
Yeah.
what?
No, I thought that I thought it was unrequited, like I thought that Grantaire had a thing for him, and then at the end he like finds out, oh, I actually like him, and then they die holding hands. I'm pretty sure.
Okay, well, Sarah,
What?
I think that's subtext. They do die holding hands.
What? That's real?
Yeah. Yeah, well, because okay, spoilers for the movie and the book and the musical, but they're all fuck, so whatever. But because it's after all of their other friends have been killed. Spoilers, everyone fucking dies in this movie, in this
They do, it's
story,
true.
whatever. Allie didn't know that, but
Well, I
Oh,
just
that's-
I went
Allie, what did
into
you
being
think
like-
happened in this?
in a musical
thought-
called Les Mis.
I thought I was, just hopeless. Not hopeless. Just really positive. Really, just went into
Yeah,
it very
you were,
optimistically.
and I really love that about you.
of the movie called The Miserable.
I was like, everyone's
Les
gonna end up
Miserables.
happy.
Everyone's
Les
gonna be
Miserables.
okay.
I was,
less miserable.
yeah.
It's
I was
less
like,
miserable.
they're
all
gonna
of their-
win the revolution, change for
Yeah.
all. Yeah.
Spoilers, they don't win the revolution.
No,
but
they don't
after
even
all of their
start one.
friends have been killed
Actually,
by
they
the
didn't.
National Guard, it's only Anjura who is left. And he's about to get like shot down by the firing squad. But then Grantaire comes out of nowhere because, by the way, he was asleep during the entire attack, and then he woke up at that point. So
Good job, man.
Because he's drunk. And then so
said that I
he
missed
goes
it.
up, he stands in front of the firing squad in front of Anjura, and he's like, do you permit it? As in, like, will you let me die with you? And then Anjura's like, yeah, let's die together. So then they hold hands and then they get
What
shot
the
together.
hell?
I remember this because when they get shot, Grantaire falls to the floor. You know how a dead body falls, right?
but Aaron is all. Oh.
Yeah. But then Anjura, his body gets pinned to the wall behind them by all of the bullets. Do I know if that's scientifically accurate? No, I don't.
That's not how. I don't think that's how that works.
Not how that works. But they do die, as in Anjura is pinned to the wall like Jesus or whatever.
Jesus.
And then
Yeah.
Grantaire is at his feet.
Oh.
So there's a lot of
like
subtext
Mary.
to these guys.
Yes.
Oh
Is he
my
holding like a
God.
flag when he dies? Because I know he does in the musical and the movie.
I think that's a musical thing.
Okay.
Yeah. I think that's a
'Cause-
musical invention.
He looks like
But yeah,
the lady in that picture, like she's like Liberty or something. The
Yeah.
French lady.
Oh,
yeah.
uh-huh.
I think it's supposed to like represent that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Anyway. So that's the gay subtext between, as far as like I can pull off of the dome. That's what I could remember.
Okay.
That's all I know. I don't know very much about it.
Interesting, guys. Interesting.
There's a lot of gay subtext.
Yeah. This musical's actually pretty gay.
It's incredibly queer, and I. am
Yes.
Yeah. Does anyone else have anything else to say?
About the queer subtext of.
Well, just about anything.
Yeah.
I feel like this is just
I'm
me
gonna talk a lot,
speaking
so somebody
off the
start.
dome.
I would like to talk about the singing of this musical.
Yes.
I got a little into it. It makes sense that I was almost gonna say Hugh Jackman.
Oh God, please no.
It makes sense that he's in this. He's a big musical guy, greatest showman, music man.
Yeah.
He's a theater dude. It's fine. What?
Greatest Showman?
Greatest Showman sucks. It sucks.
It's
The
a
worst movie
it's a
I've
bad
ever seen.
movie.
Anyways, continue.
But Hugh Jackman can sing.
He's good. He's a theater guy. He knows what he's doing.
He's got a good voice. His vibrato. But
Rough.
Okay.
We like to say. There were some rough moments. What I was gonna, Russell Crowe. From the first moment he sings. I also didn't know this was a semi-true musical. I didn't know that I knew that, but I forgot, and then I was like, oh.
Did it like a real historical event?
No, like a true musical is like they're singing all the way through. There's like no talking. Like Hades Town or falsettos. Like those are true musicals.
They're so
Not either.
There's some talking, but it's mostly, singing. I knew that, but I like now recognized it. Russell Crowe, upon the first moments of him singing in this, bad, so bad, evil. Literally, obviously Javert, there we go, is the villain in this. But there's like I don't give a fuck about him as well. Like I literally do not care about anything. I don't care about any. It's so crazy how much more I care about the second half of this musical than the first. Like when they actually get to the gay revolutionaries, that's when I'm like, okay, this is the musical to me.
Yeah. Well, the second part's fun because like things are actually happening.
It's happening.
Like, the first act is all just set up,
I mean, sad.
It's just
Yeah, there's like a
lot
lot
of
to Anne
setup.
Hathaway, but your part is just set up.
Right.
Yeah, I was like, she dies, and I was like, that's it. No more Anne Hathaway in the movie, and there was no more Anne Hathaway in the movie, except at the end, where she comes back as a ghost for 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
It's also worse for Russell Crowe because they didn't like film to a backing track. Every bit of it was sung live when they were filming. On my own.
Russell, you were saying that they didn't do the one with Vito Moreno, the racist one. I'm sorry.
The racist one.
The
Well,
one
yes.
where they do
Yes.
the brown
Movie
face.
musicals need to have intermissions in them.
Yes.
One, because
Yes.
it makes sense because that's how the musicals originally.
Yeah.
Especially if you're adapting like a Broadway musical, you need to have an intermission because that's just how it's structured. But also because musicals are always so fucking long.
They're long.
They're always so long, and this one's just longer because it's so fucking depressing.
Yeah,
It's
and
rough.
It's even
a
longer.
rough show.
The actual musical is even longer. Like they cut out songs
I know.
that were
It's like a 4-hour musical, isn't it? Like it's a
even
long.
songs that were in the OG, like London.
Guys, we
cast,
gotta
like
go
that.
see this live.
I know.
What?
Where? We're gonna put on our
where's
own
it?
production.
It's coming out to Pages.
Yeah, at the Fantasias.
We should
Well,
do
just
our-
because I feel like
We sneak into the
There's-
Pantages.
there's something about watching like live musical theater where like it doesn't feel that long because that's what it's made for, like the sets and,
Right.
like, the singing and the music, like it's just like you're immersed. Whereas like I was very aware that I was sitting on my bed watching my laptop die while watching this movie.
And
I forgot my charger at work, so my laptop died somewhere at the beginning of Act 2.
Wow.
Oh,
Well,
No.
Well, and then I watched it on my phone.
well, yes. The way this movie was also directed by Tobe Hooper, who directed the infamous Cats musical of 2019. Tom Hooper? I thought it was Toby. Who's Toby Hooper? Toby Hooper, I think, directed Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Two different. No, the Cats movie is atrocious,
you watched that?
and I watched it in the theater.
Okay,
and,
you're really brave.
That started the pandemic. That was the reason.
That started the pandemic.
I started it, guys.
I
I was in the theater.
Patient zero.
I was in the theater. It was literally me and my two friends were the only people in the theater. Oh, by the way, I saw Kiki's Delivery Service a few days ago. Only people in the theater. People are not cultured. Anyways,
I
so
loved Kiki.
I know, it was so good. We we were the only people in the theater, and my friend and I kept like, recording it on Snapchat, and we would do like weird filters like on the cats. And I remember my other friend like yelled at us. He's like, "You're gonna get us like kicked out because you guys are like recording during like the."
Oh!
Anyway, yeah,
Oh,
it was crazy, but yeah, good movie, guys. You should definitely watch.
Cats? Well, yes.
Oscar worthy.
Oscar-worthy cats. Taylor Swift face morphed into a cat.
James
Idris
fucking
Elba.
Corden.
James Corden, Idris Elba. Right.
I saw
Hudson.
this like yes, I saw this GoFundMe which was like oh no, it was petition it was change.org and it was like petition to get James Corden out of movie musicals.
I saw that.
Because
Yes.
he's the
I saw
baker
that.
in Into the Woods.
Get him out. Why is he
Yes.
there?
Get him
Goodbye.
out.
Leave. You don't belong here.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out. Right.
Get the fuck
This-
out of my city.
It's so bad. People don't know how to adapt movies, musicals from the stage to the film. Like, it never
Yeah.
is good.
It never worked out well.
I mean, it begs the question, like, should musicals be movies or should they just be like separate entities, you know?
I think if
Well,
a
I feel
movie
like-
is sorry, I think if there's like if you are I think it's a question of adaptation. Like you can have movies that were never musicals. There's so many different things. We're watching Singing in the Rain. That's a musical. On Thursday, and it's literally perfect. Like, I don't say that lightly. It's kind of a perfect movie. Like, it's so good. And it's a musical, and they did it perfectly.
But was it adapted from a
That's the
stage
thing. It wasn't, I don't think. I think they just
Yeah.
made it into
Yeah.
a movie. And so it's like, it's a question of should movies. I don't think it's a question of should musicals be movies, but what is the question with adaptation? How are you adapting it?
Yeah, because
Mhm.
I think the only good movie musical that was adapted from a Broadway musical. No, was the original West Side Story.
It was a
Broadway
musical. It was adapted. That was an
It was
adapted
musical.
one.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. So I really like the Steven Spielberg West Side Story.
Oh, it's good.
That's a good one. I think it's
Yeah.
and I think the reason it's good is because it's fun and it moves really well. I
It
think the
moves- yeah.
problem, like a lot of movie musical adaptations are that they don't move at all. Like it's very static, and the whole point of musical theater is that it's constantly moving.
Right.
Even when the scene is still,
Mhm.
like there's always aspects of the set or the actors or whatever. Like it's always moving.
I think people take it as them sitting in their seat watching the musical instead of what would it be like if you were in it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I think that, like, I think it is possible to make a good movie from a musical, but I don't think that, I think they should just stay separate. Like, I don't think you don't need to make a movie out of everything. Just like you don't need to make a musical
Yeah.
out of everything because everything's a musical. So I think,
That's true.
like, there's no way to get that experience while watching the film because it's made to be a musical. Like there's no you have to change the storyline, the plot, the blocking, the dynamic in order for it to be seen as a movie and be good.
That brings into the question as something I saw on like the Broadway Playbill Instagram or whatever, is that they made a musical of the film Real Women Have Curves, which
Oh,
is in. I was like,
weird.
I don't know if that should be a musical.
Yeah.
But then you have movies like Death Becomes Her, which I think would go so well as a musical because it's campy already. It's already there. Death Becomes Her is a kind of dumb, stupid movie, but it's really fun and really campy. And I think that is a lot better as a musical than Real Women Have Curves, which is a very serious drama.
Yeah.
I think maybe if you did Real Women Have Curves as a play, that could be
That
fine.
would
I think that would work
Yeah.
better, but I don't know if it as a musical.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they did with The Color Purple. They made
yeah.
The Color Purple, and I
That
believe
is a
it got a
perfect-
Tony
That is a great musical.
It's a really
adapted from.
I think you just have to be good at doing this. Like you have to, and that's
Yeah,
just
'cause
a cop out answer, but like try, you know.
Because it's not
Yeah.
like musicals can't deal with like serious issues. Because
No.
yeah, we have,
The 9/11 one. What is it? Come From Away.
Come From
Yeah.
Away. I like
Yeah,
that
Come
was
From
your
Away.
first.
That
guess.
one- that
'cause,
movie-
like, yeah, but like Next to Normal,
Yes.
Rent,
Falsettos.
very
Like these,
Color Purple. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
you can deal. I
But
think you
that's-
can. I don't.
adaptation.
It. I think there is also an oversaturation in everything, adapting pre-existing content or IPs into a musical,
Yeah.
and I think we're becoming oversaturated. I think we're becoming. I'm so mad. I'm like, I don't care. Like,
What's the issue of originality? They announced the Diana musical. That's when I started to get out of my musical theater phase because I was like, guys, leave her alone. She doesn't need a musical.
I saw
Twitter rush.
Tina Turner the musical, which is deals heavily with what Tina Turner fucking went through with Ike Turner and the domestic abuse she went through. And it's a good musical, but it's also like, do we need this? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the other issue with like movie musicals is a lot of people argue about accessibility. And like, hey, let's make pro shots. Let's make really good pro shots.
exactly.
And
Yeah.
make those available to the public. I love a
Yeah.
good pro shot.
I do too.
Love a
Love a good
Pro-
slime tutorial.
Yeah, I think that putting like when Hamilton went on Disney Plus, that was
Yeah.
huge. That was kind of the first time I'd
Yeah.
ever seen a major pro shot go on a streaming service, and I wish,
Yeah.
and they've never done it again, and I don't know why. It revitalized Hamilton in that moment. A musical
Yeah.
that people were
Actually,
so
yeah.
burnt out on, like that it became
And
a
it's
big
still, like-
surge again.
They're
and it's
doing-
still like kind of gate kept because it is on Disney
yeah,
Plus, so you do
Disney
have to like
Plus.
You have to still have to
Have a
pay, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
but it
Yeah.
still makes the whole musical accessible to people to watch.
Exactly.
Who can't afford to, go to New York or like to watch a touring show.
Exactly.
Mhm.
$1,000
I
bucks.
think
for a seat.
making a pro shot of Hadestown because they got the original cast back together.
Yes.
But I don't know where they're putting that. I think there's like there's a specific streaming service that has pro shots, but it's like again, it's like you're putting it behind a paywall. Like I
Yeah.
want to watch Little
Yeah.
Shop of Horrors
There's a
with Milo
new
Mayhem and Liz Gillis. Give
Yeah.
it to me.
there's a new pro shot of Next to Normal starring the one guy from Shadow and Bone.
Oh yeah, the guy
Ben
that played no, not Ben,
Ben
Barnes.
Barnes?
Jesus Christ.
What?
Opposite of Ben Barnes, it's the little guy that plays the twink in Six of
Yeah,
Crows.
the little twink
I know
guy.
exactly who you're talking about. I like.
I just don't know his name.
I don't
but
know
there's a new pro, and he's playing the character that Aaron Tveit actually originated. Fun fact: I love that musical. It's not that good, but I like that musical. And yeah, I want to watch it because I've been seeing clips of it on TikTok, and people are like, "Oh my god, this was so good!" And I'm like, "Why are we gatekeeping where
Right.
it is?
Tell me.
where it is. Tell me."
Yeah.
I love the falsetto. I love falsettos so much, and there's a wonderful pro shot of it that's available like multiple times over on YouTube. It's just free.
Find tutorials.
Yeah, you look up. I think it's literally under like hepatitis. Like I think that's literally the name of it, but it's the full pro shot of that musical, and it's great. It's literally on Letterboxd. Like people log that they've watched this pro shot,
That's crazy.
which is funny, but it allows like I wouldn't have never have watched falsettos and fall in love with it if it wasn't accessible that way, you know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I have
Yeah.
like a whole like library of just like illegally shot, but
Well,
there's
yes.
still
I do too.
yeah, but there's still like recordings of all of these musicals that I like watch and listen to. There's also what is it? Fucking a Harry Potter musical, very cringe, very
Yes.
2009, but like it's on YouTube.
Right.
It's for free.
Star Kid.
why-
All the Star
Star
Kid
Kid,
musicals.
yes. They
Uh,
put their musicals up, and this is how like they're still, because they're still around making musicals and
Yeah.
making productions and stuff. This is why they're thriving and like are relevant to the community that they're relevant to. Broadway is like, causing its own demise because they're like, they're like putting a
Yeah,
paywall
they're so
between like people who
sequestered in
Yeah.
their own little
so
corner.
sequestered. Yes, and they're so, oh my god, what's the word? I'm forgetting all the words, guys. Help.
It's okay. It'll be okay.
Okay.
Help. Yeah, they're just so high on their high horse because they're like, if
Yeah.
you want to watch something, you should see it live. You should see it in one of our theaters, and it's like cool, but not everyone can do that. And you're
No.
missing out on a whole
Yeah.
audience of people who like want to be your fans.
Not even
Who would
just
love to see a show.
not even just musicals, but plays. I want to see Oh Mary
plays.
so fucking badly.
Oh,
It
me
looks
too.
incredible. I want to see it so badly. I can't. There's one. We live in California. It is literally across the country. I have no money, no resources. Like I want, but
Yeah.
I wish it was
I hope
like
it's
available. I wish it was. I hope it will
Yeah.
be. I think it's gonna win. It'll probably win Best Play at the Tonys. I think. Has the Tonys already happened?
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. For this year, I think they
don't-
did, yeah.
I don't
It should.
Or for last year.
Broadway is the only like creative entity that I will agree with people when they say that like it is elitist. I do think that
100%.
Yes.
Broadway
Yes.
is inherently elitist in that it's only ever in one small section of the world. It's
One
the
street.
most- it's on one
Yeah.
street. It's so expensive to get there, and like,
The-
you can never get in. Like it's almost impossible to get in. And they don't even try to make it accessible to people who have no way of getting to them.
Yeah. And like as you were saying, and like that's how kind of the fandom starts is through like this watching like the bootleg on like the people that go see it on Broadway are not really the fans. Like they're more of the
They're just general
people who are watching
people
it.
that are enjoying
yeah,
it. Yeah.
they can afford it, but they're gonna
And they're
watch
doing
it.
it for like status or whatever, just
Yeah.
for like bragging rights and to post it on Instagram.
Hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Big conversation, you guys. Big conversation.
Good conversation.
I have seen Chicago on Broadway. That was good.
Ah.
That's amazing.
Oh.
I went to
I
New York.
saw-
once.
I saw Hamilton at the Pantages.
Ooh.
I saw it was Elise Renee Goldsberry.
Ah.
Ooh, okay.
No, it wasn't. Who's the lady who's in?
Oh!
Who's the lady who's in the Umbrella Academy?
Oh yeah.
Oh, David Diggs'
Emmy
wife?
Rampton.
Oh,
The V6 is. Oh, did they get married?
I think they're married, right?
Well,
I
they have
think there's
I think they're
meetings.
married. They definitely have
Are
a
they?
baby together.
They have a child
Oh.
and they're like living together. Like I
They've
thought,
been together
and that's
for a
the
while.
only way you could have sex is after marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys.
So write that down, everybody.
So take note.
Take note.
I've seen what movie? I've been very fortunate to be able to see a lot of musicals because my aunt and uncle who are moving away very soon, which is very sad to me, but he's
Aw.
getting a better job in DC. Anyway, they always give my gift from them is always their gift to me. That's what I meant. Their gift to me is I can go to a show of my liking with them. It's been their gift for like 8 years at this point. And so I've been very fortunate to go to many shows at the which is very nice.
But you also have.
I have
Well, and
we have which is so cheap
Yeah,
and is so nice.
I think I saw Wicked at the Pantages. I saw Wicked, very fortunate when I was younger.
That's very fun.
And then
I've
I
seen
saw The Lion King at the Pantages.
Wicked. I think
Oh, I
yeah.
hear that one.
I've seen The
You
Lion King
hated
at
that?
Pantages.
At the Pantages?
It was it was when I was still in school.
Oh, through the field trip.
Through one of those field trips, I went to
Yes.
go see The Lion King.
That's right. We all saw Hades
You guys
Town together.
went to Hades Town,
Yeah.
That was very fun.
couldn't
At the
That was
They're
very.
still doing Harry Potter and the Cursed Child at the Pantages, and I need them to switch it up.
They were
Okay.
doing The Wiz for a little bit. I wanted to see The Wiz, but I never
want
got.
The Wiz.
The Wiz is coming back in theaters for its like 40th anniversary. They showed it at TCM as the world premiere, but I think it's gonna come back in theater. So I'm gonna see The Wiz. I love The Wiz.
Yeah, I want to see that one.
They're doing Les Miserables from October 7th to the 19th.
Oh!
And then they're
Yes,
doing Hades
yes,
Town
yes.
from the
yes,
21st
they're playing
to
it
the
at
2nd.
Pantages.
My birthday,
Double
Hades
feature.
Town.
Let's go.
Maya Well has seen Hades Town, I want to say, 6 times. She cries
Oh, wow.
every single time. She sobs. And and I don't blame her. I love Hades Town. I've seen it
love
it twice at this point.
I loved watching the illegal videos. Hey, they're illegal. But I love watching the illegal videos of the audience reaction at the end when Orphan's around.
Do you remember when somebody did that in the group? It was that guy that
Yeah.
and he gasped. And then I think you were like, did you gasp during musical? She went, obviously not. That was also the day when we sat in the back and the window opened in the bus and we
Oh yeah, no,
Oh my God.
Right.
and we
You
were-
almost fell out of the bus.
everyone else was having like a good time in the bus and we're freaking out in the back.
No one else knew that we almost died.
And we were dead. Like
Did I gasp?
No,
when
you
he
didn't
turned
gasp.
around?
No, you didn't gasp.
Oh.
But May thought you gasped, and she was like, "What?"
Oh,
I've seen Wicked. I've seen Lion King. I've seen Aladdin. I've seen, Frozen. Kind of. I saw Beetlejuice. I think that was the most
fun.
recent one. I
Oh,
did
you
not
didn't
like it.
I remember. I think
Never
that's
mind.
crazy.
I remember watching it and just going like, wow, this is not it. Like, I don't think this is good. Like, and I like,
my cousin.
I
had the
like
same
the-
reaction.
I remember listening to the soundtrack when it came out, but I was just like, wow, I
Dead
don't
Mom.
enjoy this. Like,
Dead Mom.
what other ones? Mamma
But
Mia,
I've seen Annie.
Annie.
Oh, I saw Mamma Mia at the theater.
I did too. May have seen the same show. I didn't realize how
Probably.
horny that musical was. I forgot.
I did not either.
I knew objectively, but I was like, whoa, they are like grinding on each other on this stage.
And I saw with my mom.
Yeah, I saw it with my mom, dad, aunt, and uncle.
Wow, that's
Whoa.
fun.
And I was, either couple was on either side of me, and I was in the middle, and I was just like, oh, good lord.
So I saw Hamilton at the Pantages, but I've also seen a lot of high school productions of musicals. That's
That's valid.
What's
that's
the
what's successful to me. Guys, we saw because my brother was in the pit for this last one. It was the Little Mermaid. It was not. It was all right.
It was
But
not.
My mom.
It wasn't good.
I didn't want to. I don't want to say anything mean because it's high school and they're having the time of their lives. But my mom cried at the end when they're doing their bows because she was like, "That's so beautiful."
Art is just so beautiful. Like making.
So I saw Into the Woods. I was in the pit for You're a Good Man, Charlie Brown.
Love.
And I saw
Yeah.
Little Shop of Horrors. Was the one for my senior year, which they did just before we shut down for COVID.
Nice.
Were you guys in musicals? Like,
Mhm.
performing?
I'm not talented.
Well, you
I
know
was
the
in
answer to
marching
that.
band. I was.
I wasn't a couple
Did you ever do
growing
the pit
up.
one?
They never had the
What did you
pit.
do there? No?
We barely had enough people in marching band. They were like, we need to keep these people. And he didn't want to. The band and the theater hated each other because the theater is still really fucking good at my old high school. And the band, so the theater got all the money and the band didn't. And so there was a lot of rivalry and hatred towards each other.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
My freshman year of high school, we did The Sound of Music.
Ooh, without Nazis.
With the Nazis. But yeah, I was a nun.
Oh!
Awesome. I was a nun. I think I don't know if I still have a picture of me in the nun habit, but I was a nun.
We'll go up there if you do.
Maybe
if we can find it. If we can find it.
We can find it. And then sophomore year, I didn't do the musical because at that point I was like, I don't want to do musicals. I cannot sing. I cannot dance. I know my strengths and my weaknesses. But we did Annie. That was cool.
And then come out tomorrow.
And then junior year we did Les Mis, and I was in that because I got peer pressured into auditioning for that. And they never reject people, so I was in it.
All right.
And then senior year, we did Mary Poppins. I wasn't in that one, because again, I know my strengths, I know my weaknesses.
Mary Poppins! Were you in crew at least?
Yeah, I did crew.
Yeah, I did crew too in high school for musicals.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, for Mary Poppins, I was originally makeup crew, but then on opening night, I got pulled onto backstage crew because they needed someone else. So that was a really great time for me.
I also forgot we all saw, Jonathan and I saw Catch Me If You Can.
Oh, yeah.
The musical?
We saw it because they played it at the college. That was the last music.
Right.
And we watched it. And I wrote this in my review of it because I was there for I was reviewing it, and I was like, you can tell when they start getting tired halfway through.
It's obvious.
And I was like,
yeah.
Okay, everyone. Great, rousing discussion. We've barely talked about the movie, but I think that's okay.
Sorry to your mom.
That's okay. What else is there to say? We talked about everything we needed to. Russell Crowe can't sing. Revolutionaries are gay. What's up, Sarah?
I have so much to say about this musical, but I'll keep it very short. No, because I don't want to prolong the episode. But there's what I love so much about this musical is the repetition of the songs and the melodies.
The motifs.
Oh, it's got the little theme going on from the very beginning. It's got the little da-da-da-da-da-da-da, which is very hopeful, even though
it's very hopeful.
This song, the whole thing is miserable.
It's very miserable, actually.
But
one would say
the same melody that so there's Jean Valjean's soliloquy, which he sings at the beginning after the bishop, who by the way was the OG Jean Valjean in the original musical, the American one. Yes. And basically he sings he has his own little melody, and that's called Jean Valjean's soliloquy. Well, when Javert is about to kill himself, spoiler alert, he also has a song called Javert's soliloquy, but it's the same melody.
And that's why there's a ship of it on Tumblr.
Yes, exactly.
I also foils of each other.
Side note, by the way, on his suicide, they put a crunch sound when he falls, and it is insane. It plays like a cartoon. I was like, what?
Fun fact, I used to reenact that scene. Or I would force my sister to reenact that scene when she was 5.
Why? 5?
It's crazy.
What do you mean reenact, by the way?
She would stand on the arm of the couch, and then when he falls, she would
Oh my god, that was a man's suicide. That was a man's.
I directed it.
Also, fun fact, not in the same vein as Sarah's fun fact, but a fun fact nonetheless. I can't remember if this is true or not, but I'm pulling this from the Dome. apparently, okay, so Russell Crowe doesn't actually kill himself in real life. He's fully alive.
Right.
They made a fake body because there's this, they show his dead body in the set.
Right.
Yeah.
Real tasteful of them to do that. Apparently the fake dead body traveled down the Seine so quickly that the crew couldn't catch it. So then it just kept floating down the Seine, and then people were reporting a dead body.
Oh my god! And they were like, it looks a lot like Russell Crowe.
That's crazy. Wait, the set? So they filmed this movie in France.
Yes.
Oh shit. Okay, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I didn't
they
know that.
went all over the place. They were in France, they were in England, I think they were in Germany. They were in
No wonder this
studios.
movie was expensive. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. I want to see the budget on this movie.
I can
A
look it up.
lot. Big.
Probably big.
If I had paid more attention, we could probably have talked about the Catholicism of the movie, because there's a lot of talk of like
Yes.
redemption and
Yes.
and
Catholic.
yeah, but I didn't. I don't have it in me to watch it again.
The budget for
why
Les
you have
Mis was $61 million.
Holy shit.
And it
Grossed 442.8 million.
Hey. Lots of money.
Lots of
big
money. No wonder nobody wanted to make this movie.
Mm-hmm.
So much money. Yes. Yeah. Anyways, is there anything else we would like to say about the movie, about the musical? Does anyone want to ask me any more questions about the
It's
gay
just-
revolutionaries? I can
It's
pull
a
answers.
very sorry. It's a very beautiful musical, and I think that French guy Claude, whatever his name is, sorry Claude, his he is a god, he's a genius. There is something about like the musicality of this musical that just is so beautiful. I don't know if it's because this musical is very different from other musicals just because it's more operatic, which I think is why, but there's just something about it chef's kiss and they cut so much out in the film that
Yes.
was in the OG musicals, at the end when Fantine is visiting Jean Valjean, Eponine is also there in the
Yeah.
the
She
actual
has
musical, and
full verse.
exactly their harmony together
Beautiful.
literally
Stunning.
goosebumps. I feel like
cry.
I'm ascending to
Yeah.
Jesus. It's
So beautiful.
so beautiful. Anyways, that's all I had to say. That I just love this musical so much.
Yeah. I think the Catholicism really adds
Yeah.
to it. I hate to say this is a win for Catholicism.
There's
It
no
kind of
wins for Catholicism.
Oh,
kind of a win. Yeah, I love this musical. It's awesome. Top, 3 musicals? I don't know.
In what? In what? Like your life? In the
Of
world?
my life.
Okay.
Of my life.
I don't think the movie does the musical justice. I'm really excited to see it live. I hope we actually get to do that because you're right, Sarah. The music of it really just pulls everything together, the themes and the music and the motifs and all that. That's all I have to say. I hope we get to see it live. I don't want to watch this movie again. I've seen it once in my life, and I think that's all you need.
Let's.
Vive la France.
I think for the end of the episode, we should actually say our top 3 musicals.
Okay. Top 3.
Shoot.
I
It's
have
hard.
2, but I don't.
In no particular order. Name is unfortunately Hamilton.
Oh, that's rough.
Oh.
Unfortunate but true. What is another musical? I also am not
Les
as big
Mis?
of a musical theater guy as the rest of the brats. I feel like I have very minimal musical theater knowledge. Another top
Next to Normal, you said you liked.
Well, yeah, but it's not in top 3 because again, I also said that it kind of sucks.
Oh, well, yes.
Maybe Anastasia. I really like that one.
That's playing at in like winter.
Oh.
Okay.
I think. Well, okay. In the Heights, I'm a Lin-Manuel Miranda apologist.
Oh yes.
Or defender. Guys, I know
Defender.
he's annoying, but he's a genius, I fear.
Yeah.
That's all he is.
It's true. He's very smart.
Yeah.
He's very
Being
smart.
annoying is
hasn't done
kind of his
anything.
only flaw, as far as I know.
Yeah. I mean, that's not bad. He's just annoying. It's not like he's thankfully
It's just that
had
he's in everything.
scandals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I like that one. In the Heights, I really like Little Shop of Horrors. Really big Alan Menken fan. He's also a genius. What else? Those are top 2.
I like that we all can only think of 2.
He said top 3. I'm trying to remember all the ones that I was really into when I was into musical theater. Not Bonnie and Clyde. I don't care that much for that one.
Oh, starring Jeremy Jordan.
Oh, that's right.
Jeremy Jordan.
The Great Gatsby.
Oh,
I have to look through my. I made a playlist on Spotify. Hold
I'm
on.
doing
I have
that
to
too
look.
right now.
Okay. I want to see the Great Gatsby musical on Broadway, not because I like it or because I think it's going to be good. I do just kind of want to see Gatsby die and then laugh.
and then get like witched, like have a spell cast upon you because you're not
And
like
then
a
I get
curse. That's a word.
Oh, okay. My third one is I forgot about this. Waitress. Waitress is a great musical.
Waitress.
She used to be mine. Ugh.
Beautiful.
great.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Sarah, you can go. Sarah, go.
I would say my top 3 would have to be I'm a Basic Bitch. Les Mis, Wicked, obviously, and Jesus Christ Superstar. 'Cause we love
Real.
Jesus.
That's real. That's a good one.
Jesus
Are
Christ.
we excited for Jesus Christ Superstar with Cynthia Erivo playing
That's gonna
Jesus
be
Christ?
crazy. That's gonna go so
That is
hard.
insane.
Honestly. She's so
she
good.
could be the only
honestly.
person that could play Jesus, honestly.
Yeah. It's gonna be good.
She can do.
My
Great.
top 3 musicals are number 1, Falsettos, Always and Forever. Number 2, Cabaret. I fucking love Cabaret, and I think about it every day of my life.
Redmayne.
Eddie, no, Evil. I have so many opinions on that, on his MC. It's so bad.
Eddie Redmayne.
Eddie Redmayne's MC. I know it's like people are like, you don't understand. Like he's supposed to represent like the atrocities that's happening whatever in Germany. I'm like, yeah, I fucking know that's the part what the MC is supposed to stand for. He's bad at doing it. No, like he isn't good. Honestly, the only incredible MC will always be Alan Cumming in the 1987 Cabaret. Incredible, literally insane. And then I guess my third one would be Hadestown because I've seen it a lot, and I think it's a smart musical. I think that's
very good.
See it live. I need to see
it's so good. It's so good. I think that's my top 3. Anyway.
Nice.
Okay, everyone. Thanks so much for listening. Thanks so much for being here. Don't watch Les Mis, actually. Bad.
Evil. Listen to it.
Listen to the musical. It's great. Read the book if you're feeling adventurous. All 1,000 pages. Yeah, you can follow us on all of the social media platforms except for Twitter, but we are on Instagram. Brats in the Back Row. We are on TikTok at BratsPod. We are on Tumblr at Brats in the Back Row. You can find us on YouTube and Spotify. We are also on Gmail. So email
On
us.
Gmail.
Email us. Tell us your thoughts about Les Mis. Or don't tell us your thoughts about Les Mis. You can tell us anything you want. You can tell us your deepest, darkest, dirtiest secrets, and we'll keep it for you. Forever, never, and ever.
Tell us your favorite Eponine. I would really like to know what people's favorite Eponine is.
I only know Samantha Barks.
What's your favorite
Yeah.
Eponine?
My favorite Nick Jonas.
Nick-
Oh God.
Jonas.
We
Nick
went the
Jonas.
whole episode, didn't even talk about that Nick, where there's like a crossfade of him and him.
It's really bad. Yeah, my favorite Eponine is Leia Salonga.
Of course, Queen.
Of course, Queen. Anyways, thanks so much. We will see you next week with Allie's pick.
My turn again? That was fast.
Where am I?
All right. Bye, everyone. Peace and love.
Bye.